Listen, it may be he lived.
Can we even get in there?
Marquise, follow me.
I am surprised you come.
Corbitant.
Saka.
Enir Hen no longer see things.
What are the women doing? Chafing him to keep him warm.
Chief, Winslow here. Winslow and Hobbermock.
Winslow. Visitors. Come here.
Of course.
King Winslow.
It is I, Chief.
Madanin Wanganat Naman Winslow.
What?
He say, oh, Winslow.
What was that? Did you see that? Did you see that, my Spartans? Am I live, or have I been censored again? Did you see her get in the right lane, use your turn signal, and move over accordingly? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? She over here making a left-hand turn through 3 fucking lanes. I tell y'all, don't come to Arizona. You from another state. You don't know how to drive here. First of all, you don't know how to drive from where you're from. So you definitely don't know how to drive here. Okay? Just saying. Y'all know how to fucking drive out here.
Winslow washed it and scraped it with the edge of his knife, removing much corruption, as he later called it.
More medicine, Chief.
Nicole, Kadone. Drink.
Someone, hand me that cup. I shall dissolve it in the water. When did he last sleep?
2 days ago.
Here. The governor sent you a bottle of strong drink, but along the way it fell and broke.
No. You drink it. You, friend to Massasoit.
Yes, King. Always.
The next morning, Winslow asked a few women to bruise some corn and take the flour from it. He put it into a pipkin, a little earthen pot they used to cook over the fire. He then went and looked for herbs, and because it was still March and snow-covered, he could find only strawberry leaves. He mixed a handful of these with a sassafras root he pulled up, and boiled them together in the broth until it had a good relish or taste.
This good.
Can you see me, Chief?
Mata. But see more better. Light.
Oh, blessed be God.
More soup.
All right. Chief, never have I seen a man so low-brought recover in such measure in so short a time. Thou art strong.
You sent from God to save me.
Aye. He useth even a raw and ignorant one such as I to heal.
You help other sick people in village. Wash mouths. They good people. They need help too.
Of course. I will do as you ask.
So, with true Christian love, Mr. Winslow tended to all of the ill throughout the village, while continuing his care of the chief. That night after dinner, Massasoit asked Winslow to kill him a goose or duck for more nourishment.
Here goes nothing. By Jove, I believe you hit one.
Really? Well, of course I did. Take that, Captain Stanley.
Over the next few days, guests arrived to visit the king. Some traveled from as far as 100 miles away. To all that came, Massasoit's men related the severity of his sickness, how he had nearly died, and how his friends from Plymouth had saved him. On the day of their departure, Massasoit called Habermas into his Sachem.
Hey, morning metal for breakfast. I didn't even see you there. Yeah, I'm going hiking, brother. I kind of already told the Desert Wanderer we could do this sort of extended long hike. I did half of it the day before. I don't really want to do it, so hopefully he changes his mind, but I doubt it. We're probably gonna go for a really long one. I like the Discord. I just saw that we had American Nomad. We just had him leave a message, so that's pretty cool. I like it if people start using Discord the way it's supposed to be used. It's Discord, so it's just like how it sounds. It's Discord. You're not supposed to have a safe space. You're not supposed to say, you know, like I don't have any moderators on my channel because I don't want anyone kicked out, or I don't want anyone silenced, or I don't want anyone, just because someone's hurting someone else's feelings don't mean they're hurting my feelings. It's my motherfucking Discord. So I'm digging Discord. I'm digging it. It's a place where you can spam and post, but it's also a place where you can talk. And I mean, the GIF game and the screen capture game, I think adds to it. I mean, it's just not something you could do on YouTube. If you're in a YouTube comment section and you're arguing with someone, you can't put like a GIF up, or you can't, you know, even if you agree with them, you can't put up like a Christmas tree, like Merry Christmas. So it's something cool, you know what I mean? Yeah. I just want to keep it free, brother. You know what I mean? I just want to keep it a free place, a free exchange of ideas and thoughts. And I don't even care if we hate each other. I don't care if there's hate speech. Matter of fact, I encourage all forms of speech. I dislike hate speech. I dislike cyberbullying. But I'm not about to kick anyone off Discord for hate speech or cyberbullying. And YouTube has been just ransacking my channels. Just removing anything and everything. You know, I guess I'm a cyberbully, and I guess I use hate speech. What I find interesting is they really like to go after like the cartoons or the Jerry Seinfeld. And in these shorts, I'm typically not talking. It's typically, you know, Jerry Seinfeld or a cartoon, and then something from another short that's already on YouTube that everyone gets to use and sample. So what I'm getting mad about is there's the create button. I'm like, just take the create button away from me. What the fuck is this, YouTube? I started bitching them out, you know, in my responses. I don't bother appealing anymore. I think I won 3 appeals out of 60 videos removed, and out of those 60 removals, you have something like 9 strikes or 10. You know, sometimes I get multiple videos removed and they still call it 1 strike. So I'm fed up with YouTube. If Discord, I guess where I'm going with this rant, if Discord ever figures out what it needs to do to be a social media app and gets rid of charging people for the server space or the I don't even know how, because it's based off your internet, but you know, they charge you to send big pictures or big videos. If they get rid of that Nitro thing and they make it free and open, if you could stream live on Discord, which I know you can, but it doesn't work out too good. So if they figure things out on Discord will take over YouTube. But I'm sure Discord will end up becoming like YouTube again, because moderators and eventually it gets too big, you get too many people saying too many different things and you don't like it anymore, right? So, but so far I'm cool with it.
Ring pattern that are as unique as your fingerprints. And we're just getting started on how amazing this animal is. So check back next time for more Fast Facts with Rings.
Yeah, I'll lower 88.3 and just talk then. I wish I could stream there too, bro. I mean, here's my thing. I was looking at PlayStation. You can stream on Twitter and you can stream on Twitch. My problem with Twitch is it doesn't keep a library for you forever. It stays for 14 days and it's gone. Almost every Twitch channel is like that. I don't know if you can pay to keep it forever or what's going on there. But almost every Twitch channel only keeps what you put out there for 14 days. Bro, if I'm ever going to do a 9-hour stream again or a 10-hour stream again, because you know us streamers, eventually we get to a day where we did everything. We did everything. And I don't care who you are, and you're going to say, oh, there's always more to do at my house. Well, your house fucking sucks then. Right? And you're spending too much time on YouTube. Go fuck yourself. So, right, I always counter these motherfuckers talking shit while they're on YouTube talking shit, by the way. So you know, maybe Twitter. I guess you could stream on Twitter. Not a lot of people stream on Twitter that stream video games. So something to consider for you and me, because we would be the guys doing that. Most people on Twitter, if they stream live, it's a like live session of them talking or like smoking weed and talking to their fans. A lot of potheads on YouTube. That's what I'm finding as I'm searching, and a lot of potheads trying to get you to go with them while they're smoking their pot. Now, full disclaimer, I consider myself to be a pothead, or at least a halfway recovering pothead. You know, taking it easier as I get older. I don't dab anymore. I don't vape anymore. I'm strictly flower these days, and I don't even smoke blunts. I just have pre-rolled joints when I want them, as I want them. So, I'm not really going anywhere other than saying that I see the game, you know, how this is going. Trying to get you to live my life with you. That's why I really liked my channel, Metal for Breakfast, because I was like, all right, if people are going to do that, then I'll do that to them. I'll have them listen to my 88.3 while I drive. I'll have sessions where, dude, I love that one video I have, and I have it somewhere, I got to find it again, where it's just the floor, and it's just me having a smoke, and it's just me having a rant, and you and Obam F Spike and a few other people were there. That was a great rant, you know, just went over everything in like 12 minutes. I want that. I want an all-inclusive channel, bro. I want to make an arcade, you know, and my old arcade was, before they deleted it, that was an arcade. Yeah, there were shorts, but there were live streams, there were regular video games uploaded, random. I was starting to play more random video games like the South Park that you saw and enjoyed. That could still be fun to play, you know, just a 20-30 minute video. That was actually kind of funny, you know, and the game kind of has story while you're playing the game. So if you like South Park, there was a lot of South Park in it. But I was adding things like my Star Wars MMO, and you know, the thing that pisses me off, people make entire channels dedicated to that, and that's what YouTube wants. If YouTube's gonna allow me to be on YouTube, they want me to like only do this and only do that. I'm nervous about putting shorts on this live channel. This live channel already got a fucking warning and 3 videos removed because I uploaded some videos, which, by the way, on my other channels are perfectly acceptable. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with YouTube. You know, they're starting to figure out that I don't have to put too much work into it to make a pretty popping channel and get about 10,000 views out of them in a week. You know, I can get in 1 week, if I make my videos, which pretty much only be about 10 plus videos, and then of course they'll strike me, so in a week I get about 10,000 views if I want to do that short game nonsense. So you can do the math, you know what I mean? Like typically the most my videos will get is 1,000 or 2,000 a piece, but when they let them go into the short reels, that's what they get. So you know, with the warnings and the way it's working, bro, yeah, and it's like, that's a good thing, and I get that, Metal for Breakfast, but I want it to be so much more free with the content I was putting out there and creating, and I want it to be, I'm not really proud of my new channel. As a matter of fact, they deleted the Jim Bob's Arcade RIP, which that one I was proud that through the short games, my old shorts from my old channel were still killing it. All I did was add some sluts and some hoes, and boom, I had like a 50,000 view video, and the channel was at 160,000 views for the channel before they deleted it. Now, that's impressive. People say that's not impressive, but people aren't working with the handicap I'm working with, the golfing handicap. Motherfuckers are not getting warnings and strikes and being taken off YouTube. And I can prove it because I see them week after week. You know, you can tell that YouTube has been censoring me and silencing me on any new channel because all of a sudden new material doesn't come out. And you're wondering why? Well, that's because I'm prohibited. I'm prohibited. So I'm prohibited from getting big is basically what YouTube's doing. So I made a bunch of channels just so I could be here. I figure a bunch of small channels flying under the radar. But then I'm like, how are people going to know that it's me? So that's when the title came into play. And even this title, I will probably rename this title with my traditional title with all the hashtags. The FJB. And that's answering me. I could have a perfectly fine video, a perfectly fine short. Like, I could just make a short out of this guy and say, hey, I'm proud to be an American. And with that title, they will strike it. They'll say, oh, you proud to be an American? With the little FJB and FTLM and FBLM? Oh, you hate speech. Can't, you know, we got to cancel this. He's hate speech. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You know, like, it's insane. I'm looking at the world and I'm seeing why everyone's so hyper about prepping and having food, and all you got to really do is look at Australia and to see the future of what's coming here to America. And some of these Australians aren't being allowed to use their checking account. So no, it's I'll tell you what it is, Mel, for breakfast. Let me calm down. I'm trying to talk to you like you're my friend here for a second. Like we're old buddies that go all the way back from high school. Isn't this fucking insane where this has gotten? You used to be able to share a blunt with someone. Now, you ain't even you never worried about the herpes. Now you worried about the COVID. How many porn stars are still creating pornographic material, no mask on? No COVID test requiring for having nuts splashed on your face. So that's perfectly fine because it leads to their plan. I'll go ahead and say and get kicked off YouTube right now. This is all about destroying God's plan and purpose for humanity. Okay? In my opinion. And how does pornography relate to that? Well, because it leads to pornography. I won't say it leads to the things that other people say it leads to that are hardcore Christians. But it does lead to lower sex drive and thusly a lower sperm count, and then thusly less children's, less of an opportunity to make children's with your baby mama. Okay? So that's okay. You know, we saw it. The Black Lives Matter protesting in the streets of Arizona, that was okay. Everywhere else, that was okay. But God forbid you get together now to protest the mandate or something like that. Oh, you're super spreading. You're a super spreader. You're spreading COVID everywhere. Like, look at all these people right here with no mask on. You see them all? You see them all? Okay. No mask on. Big old group. Now, you know, are we concerned about the skin color of the people in these groups? Now, before, if you listen to the left's rhetoric, COVID was killing minorities at a disproportionate rate. I.e. COVID is racist. They're killing black people. And if you don't care about COVID, you don't care about black people. Okay. Pass the blunt, brother. Just pass the blunt. Obviously, I don't care if you have herpes, but I really care if you have COVID. So pass me that blunt. Isn't it crazy metal for breakfast? They trying to make it relevant though. I agree it's irrelevant, but that's not the rhetoric, right? That's not the rhetoric, right? The rhetoric is, if you don't wear a mask, you're racist towards black people. That's what they're trying to say. Well, there was just a group of black people not wearing a mask. So where's your rhetoric on that? Oh, how dare you judge them? How dare you call out their skin color or even notice it? I thought white supremacy was a real thing and Black Lives Mattered, but okay. How dare you do that, Jim Bob, you racist piece of shit. That group of African Americans with a few token Caucasians in it, they're not super spreader. They're all vaccinated, you piece of shit. They're all vaccinated. So, okay, so if they're all vaccinated and they're not worried about it as a vaccinated group, why don't you just stay the fuck away from my unvaccinated ass? Oh, no. Oh, no, we got to get within 6 feet of you. To do what? What we've always done. Now, I had a guy last night. I was at Barrow's Pizza having a beer with my family. No YouTube, no nothing. Right? Taking a break. And he comes up all close to me. Hey, how much did that half and half pizza cost you? And I'm like, motherfucker, way too close to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of gave him a look, and then he walked away. Like, get away from me. You ain't got no mask on. You all close to me. And you probably sitting here talking about, I'm vaccinated, it's fine. I'm not vaccinated. I breathe a little in your way when I tell you I don't know the answer. You catch breakthrough COVID, and now you're blaming me. Oh, all right. Looks like that Omicronian going right through the vaccine, even though they're trying to lie about it and say, oh no, it seems like it's less likely to hurt you if you got the booster and everything. Okay, then how come the people who first got sick from it, because they couldn't lie about the first people, how come the people that first got sick from it, breakthrough cases? All right, in California, in Israel. All right, the first people catching this, breakthrough, which means they fully jabbed up. Am I being racist towards, am I being anti-Semite? Is that the rhetoric? Jim Bob, you're just being anti-Semite. So what? 2 Israeli doctors fully jabbed up, first ones in Israel to catch Omicronian. Jim Bob, you racist piece of shit. You hate Jewish people. Even though I put up Seinfeld and get canceled for it? Seemed to me like you're the ones who hate Jewish people. I put up Native American pictographs, and you cancel me for it. Seems like you're the one who hate Native Americans. I put up Dave Chappelle, an African American comedian. Seemed to me like you're the ones who hate black people. Oh, because he wasn't saying what you want him to say. Oh, because the Native American pictographs could point to evidence speaking against the historical evidence that you want to put out. You want to write history one way. Oh, Jerry Seinfeld with all that white skin happens to be Jewish. Oh, so maybe you're the racist. Maybe you can't tolerate. You know, I'm so proud to be a Republican. But never in my life have I been more proud to be a registered Republican with the power of voting, having a say on who runs for the Republican Party. Unlike these independents who bitch and cry about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, they bitch and they cry and they run off at the trap, and you smell all their fucking morning coffee breath, but they independent. And they complaining about our government and the way it works. And they sitting there saying, oh, well, I didn't like Joe Biden and I didn't like Donald Trump, but I had to choose between one of the two of them. No, if he was actually political, if he's actually taking personal responsibility and doing something about the government and doing something about the politicians, which would be voting, you would understand things a lot better. But you can't understand things because you can't even do the most simple, basic thing of being a patriot, casting your vote. Nah, I mean, that's what it is, Metal. That's what it is. I just have an opinion. I know it's not popular. I know it's contradictory to what you might believe or know or heard or seen in the world. But it's just my opinion. Just like assholes, everyone's got one and they stink, right? Well, my opinion stinks too. Just like the opinion of the person saying that what I'm saying is a bunch of shit. Okay? But that's supposed to be America. We're supposed to be Americans. Canceling someone over fucking cowboy bebop cartoons, Native American petroglyphs, Joe Biden. Oh my God, I put up a Diablo 2 short. In the background, it had Joe Biden talking about the supply chains, and he didn't know. And Anderson Cooper, or whoever the fuck from CNN is over here talking about, oh, you mean Long Beach? You know, filling in the words for him and shit. And he's all, yeah. And that's a video directly from YouTube. And so you're going to have to excuse me yelling. I can't seem to lower my voice anymore. That is directly from a YouTube video that I hit the create button on, and I made a short. But when I make the short, it's cyberbullying. When I make the short, it's hate speech. When I make the short, I'm harassing people. They have the nerve to show me all these other shorts. Women getting their vaginas tattooed. People abusing animals. That's fine on you. Oh, you know it's fine on YouTube? There's a guy who fucking murdered all his employees except for one employee. I sent the link on your Discord. You'll actually like that if you didn't see that video. I sent it like late at night with a comment, like looking at all you other content creators. This content creator, all he did was make content. He was crazy as fuck. He was believing in some cartoon goddess. All his content is up on YouTube. I thought about going to his website and reporting every video. He murdered his coworkers. He shot and killed innocent people of skin color that does not correlate with my skin color. So he was a white supremacist and a racist, but he's allowed on YouTube as a white supremacist. Now, I'm making the stretch with that, but I'm not making too big of a stretch considering these days. Considering I'm about to watch this truck smack into this parked car. Holy shit, he barely fit there. Considering the rhetoric these days, how come this white supremacist is allowed to keep his content on YouTube? That's a question to all of you YouTubers listening to me right now who hate people like me and Metal for Breakfast for just being on here and talking. All right? Explain to me why a mass murdering white supremacist content, he gets to be immortalized on YouTube. All his content gets to stay. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I reported every video, nothing would happen. I'm pretty sure if me and every single red-blooded American, let's say about 3 million of us reported on one video, not a single thing would happen. YouTube will be like, oh, they just bitching. They just crying. They just hating. They ain't famous. They're just jealous. They're just jealous, so we're not gonna give a fuck about their reporting. Anyways, off to talk about this and more with the Desert Wanderer. I saw a couple of movies we're going to be talking about with him today. That fucking dog movie was a trip on Netflix. Had a tiny bit of Brokeback in it, and I knew that they were alluding to that, but there's not any, I don't want to ruin the movie for anyone out there. There's not enough to make me not, to say that the movie is trying to subject you to thought processes. It's just a story. Pretty damn good story. So yeah, it's about a rancher. And interesting as all fuck. Netflix, you got me good. We learned that COVID's killing fat people, so I'm off to hike today because now that they finally admitted it, just like Fauci lied, and then they all try to say Trump was the liar. No, Fauci's the fucking liar. Matter of fact, Fauci knows about all this shit. He created this shit. So, I don't care what you say. I heard Rand Paul's testimony with him involved in it. Fauci's a fucking liar. To anyone out there being canceled, I understand you leaving YouTube. I understand you not wasting your time on YouTube. I understand you not checking out my channel or creating content anymore. I understand you making a clean break and just, quitting cold turkey on YouTube. For a long time, I did not have social media. For a long time, considering my age group and all my peers, I'm turning 34. Okay, when you first saw me on YouTube, that was my first ever social media account. First ever. I'm still new to social media. YouTube's been around 16 years. This is my second year on YouTube going on. About a year and a half or whatever, right? So maybe more. I can't remember now because of COVID. But I understand. I like social media for like the interaction me and Metal for Breakfast are having, but what I don't like is they'll probably cancel this live stream just for having it. And it just feels un-American. You know, I used to be allowed on YouTube. So to all the people out there talking about politics don't matter, what does it really matter? They want to take your focus away from the game that's truly at hand. All right, just keep on thinking that way. And your little city or town where you're from, for example, I live in Phoenix. Every day Phoenix become more and more like Baltimore. Every day become more and more like Los Angeles. So just think about the major city near you, and think about your little quiet part of the world where you're completely shut off from the world and you're miles away from civilization and the government, and Jim Bob can't get to you. Well, you just keep on voting that way. You just look around at all the trees around your property and the clear watered stream and the beautiful skies, and you just keep on thinking the way you think, that voting doesn't fucking matter. And then you hit up old Jim Bob. I'll keep making channels just to check up on y'all. Just to check up on all y'all non-voters out there that talk shit about me putting my message out to vote. I'm going to be paying attention to how life is for you. And I know you're going to say, oh, it had nothing to do. Oh, we still had a Republican governor. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, I'm talking about voting. Did you vote for that Republican governor? Was there a better option that you didn't vote for? You know, people complaining about it. It's like, did you run for office? Did you put anyone up in your little community? You got this community of millions of people in this community, and this community feels ostracized, and they're not being appreciated, and they're being taken advantage of, and that their rights are being trampled on. Well, are any of you running for fucking office? Right? So instead of being a part of the solution, they just figure that politics and government is the problem. And so they want to ignore the problem. Ignoring the problem isn't going to do you any fucking good. Okay? Get out there and vote.